Like, this is real life. Like, what are you doing?
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to 16 Fix for another live unboxing. I'm your host, Marco G, aka the 6-Scale Scoundrel, and I'm joined over here by two other scoundrels today. First off, we got my backup co-host, Ben Thomas. Ben, it's been a while since we've done a stream on my channel together.
I know. It's not personal, I swear. I promise. It's just Gigi's so good at it. I'm like,
Yeah.
I gotta let her take it away, right? So,
and she's in class today, so it worked out perfectly for a little boy stream. And the star of the show, my buddy Cuervo. Cuervo, how you doing today?
Good, guys. Thanks for having me on. I know it was a little short notice from my end, but I actually had a little bit of time off from the kids. Like I was telling you, Kat is a saint, and she was like, why don't you have a day or two off just to yourself, do whatever it is you want, just you know, hang out. I was like, this is a perfect time to unbox this guy.
Yes, absolutely. And you've had him for a while now too, right?
Oh God, I think I've had this thing sitting here for like 2-3 weeks. I've just been swamped with work and the kids, and I had to travel for work, and it's just, I was like, I need to open it just to check if it's okay, right?
There you go, at the very least. Yeah, life getting in the way of you playing with your dolls is always a tough pill to swallow.
It's a first world problem for sure.
Or a tough nut, as Ben Thomas would say.
I like your intro, by the way. I like that it starts with Gigi saying this is real life.
I like that she's like, I'm your wife.
I'm your
Just
wife.
putting me in check right away. Exactly.
Amazing.
I was thinking, like, what's the most appropriate clip that might illustrate what our channel is about? And that one just jumped out immediately.
That one sums it up, I think.
Exactly. But Cuervo, Ben, thank you for joining today. Really appreciate it. So we're going to do this unboxing. To clarify, because I'm seeing some confusion in the comments, Ben and I are both waiting on our Jokers. Cuervo has his now in hand. So if you could tell by the thumbnail that I did, it's kind of and excuse this word if this is a curse word, but a cuckold situation where Cuervo's got this Joker that we desperately want, and so we're going to live vicariously through him today.
Oh, Marco, I think Zach is asking, let him in.
Oh, Zach's here as well. I didn't even invite him too. That's the craziest part.
Zach, birdies everywhere. I get the link, bro.
That's right. You just always get the link. Zach, thank you for joining, man. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Zach's Wonderland in full effect.
Yeah, man. So you're
should
doing
you be here? Shouldn't you be working, Zach?
Right.
Oh, they're printing, baby.
Orders to
They're
fill,
printing.
buddy.
Paint's drying and they are
That's
printing. I can do nothing at this moment.
Yeah, I think I see Vivi in the background painting each one of those by hand.
Racial.
Wow. In what way? But anyways, I appreciate you joining today, man. So really excited for Cuervo to unbox this bad boy. But before we maybe get into it, let's start with the tease. And Cuervo was curious why you ended up going with the sculpted single pack over all the other offerings they had.
I think the rooted one, I think that's the one to get, no doubt. And I think it looks great from the reviews I've seen. It was hard. I know you get 2 figures, so it's really just like $500 a pop. But it was just, I don't know, I couldn't justify it in my own head just to get that.
It's hard
version.
to justify. It's just such an incredible investment.
And, for me personally, this is just me. I buy a lot of this stuff. Like I buy a lot of comics, right?
Yeah.
That's nice.
So like I've got this Batman 251, which is a classic Joker cover. This is important because he goes back to his violent roots. On top of that, it's a beautiful cover drawn by Danny O'Neill. So I already spent way too much money on other stuff, and I was like, I don't think I could keep spending that kind of money on that. And at the time, I was starting to get into statues. So now I have statues.
You're all over the place, bro.
So I was like, I can't do $1,000 for 2 figures. And I'm okay with the sculpted from what I saw, and from what I've seen, I think it looks fine. I just need that representation in my collection. I never got the Hot Toys one.
Okay, so this is going to be your first Heath Ledger Joker. Okay.
Yeah, I never got him. I think at the time, I just wasn't collecting too many Hot Toys. So I think that my first one was the DX12, right? I think you can kind of see it right there.
Oh, heck yeah.
And just never got it. So I was like, I think I'm okay with just spending just for the rooted, and I was hoping that it would come out first. So, it's here already, so I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah, you keep rubbing it in.
I know, sorry, man. Well, not yet.
That's right. That's right.
I'll save that for when you come back, Marco.
All right. Perfect. I cannot wait. Yeah. Disneyland Boys
Got
Trip.
hot extremely quick. Yes.
That's right.
You have no idea how it is, man. When you have to come down to join us for Disneyland one day, man.
I know, Ben and Zach, you really do.
100%.
Definitely.
But
So, yeah, well, no, that sounds like a good rationale, and I completely am with you on that. That there's like so many other things you're going to want to add, and it's hard to justify. $1,100 really is what we're ending up paying, and I know Ben's going to be even more than that. So to refresh everyone's memory, I ended up getting a single sculpted version, and that's all I was going to stick with. So I had the same rationale as you, Cuervo. I was like, you know what, I'm just going to, it's all I need is just a single sculpted. And then the more I saw, about the rooted, I really, really got seduced by it and ended up getting a rooted 2-pack as well. So waiting for both of those, way too many jokers, but I'm over here with no jokers at this point. But Ben, how about yourself, man? What'd you end up going with?
I did the rooted 2-pack right from the get-go, but that was like right in that slot of time where we had that window, and I think John was in the same boat as me from Collecting Weekly. Like, we were up at like 2:30 in the morning, like hovering over the button to purchase, and I finally did it. And then literally like every day for the last, like, I want to say 2-3 weeks, I've checked my email like religiously to see if this like email
every morning you wake up
to the point where I was like, maybe I should message Kit just to see if like maybe I missed the email, but then I'm like, no, like I'm sure it's coming, and then I ordered the Riddler figure officially yesterday, the Jim Carrey one. And that, like, his email went straight to my inbox and everything. So I'm like, okay, like, it's not being sent to junk mail. Like, we're good. Like, I just haven't got it yet. I just got to be patient. And then when I heard Cuervo was opening his today and you were like, do you want to jump on? I'm like, well, if it helps my FOMO stay at bay, like, maybe. Right. But, like, I don't know. Like, I'm going to get a little jealous. If we start to have, like, that little tear running down my face, don't worry about it. I'm just a sensitive dude.
It's gonna happen. It's just allergies, actually. Yeah.
Where'd you get yours from, Marco?
So I got mine from 1/6 Kid as well.
Oh, same,
so
okay.
I did, did email him like, hey, do you have any ETA? And like, he's like, no person in 1 billion to email me. We'll get them when we get them. And he put up a post not shortly after I emailed him like, hey, I know everyone's saying like, I've got money, I'm ready for my Joker, but I just don't have an ETA. So appreciated him communicating that. I have paid off my, my rooted 2-pack. So got that ball rolling, and hopefully we'll get the actual shipping notice here soon. But Zach, really, really quickly want to go with you. Did you ever contemplate adding any of these Jokers?
No, absolutely not. I don't. I think he plays a great Joker, but
kick him out.
Right.
At the price point of, because Cuervo, what was the single pack that you got? What was that price point?
It wasn't that bad. Shoot, I don't remember. What was it, like $350?
I think that was like the price point.
Yeah,
$350,
for me.
Like,
and you got yours from KG Hobby?
I got mine from TNS.
TNS, okay.
Yeah, so if I was gonna spend that kind of money, even like the 1,000 for the rooted 2-pack, I would probably sooner get the DX19 in the tumbler, just because I don't have a Batman from this movie. So to start off with a Joker for like $350 or even $500 or $1,000, like, no, I'd probably start off with the Batman. And to be honest, like, in that trilogy, I like Bane better. So
holy cow, Bane better.
Wow,
dude, Bane is fucking awesome, bro.
I don't disagree with you on that for sure, but better.
I just like the villain better. I don't know.
He's cool, yeah. Plus, you know what, Zach, to be honest with you, you will probably be able to find, like, if you could later on, once everyone gets sculpted, because there's these fools out there that I've heard bought a set of rooted and a sculpted. Like, who would do that, right?
Idiots.
You're going to be able to... Oh, sorry, Mark.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Someone's going to...
Geez, sorry.
What type of dummy would do that?
What an idiot.
You know what?
I'm just kidding. No, remember,
Mark.
Marco, I'm first in line because my brother wants that sculpted one.
I know you're one of those vultures. You were just like, okay, the moment you're sick of it. But
No, but you know what? There's going to be people who maybe bought the sculpted 2-pack or all 3 of them, and people are just going to maybe be selling the sculpted one. So you might be able to find a deal.
No, completely agree. Completely agree. But Zach, no, I think you made the right call. Definitely add
Yeah.
your sixth Gandalf instead of adding this,
Of course,
crazy
of course,
Joker. So
of course, why wouldn't I?
Exactly.
Yeah, and that's also the thing, right? Because the Gandalf was always looming. Even though this pre-order went up, it was like, well, the Gandalf's coming next. I think I made the right choice. I have Gandalf because I do it on I have it through TNS also, so I pay like $33 monthly or whatever the monthly payment is, and so by the time it comes out, I think I'm just like probably just a few payments left, and I don't have this like $1,000 looming over my head. It's just been like $30 here and there. So yeah, I don't know.
I feel like
I'm
it's
not-
the right call for your collection.
Yeah,
I feel
Yeah,
like
for
it
my
fits-
collection.
Yeah.
If I had a Batman already, like the
100%.
DX19 or the DX12, I'd probably strongly consider this, but I don't, and so I'd probably start with with one of those. But it's funny, I'm seeing
nice.
all the memes. Show me the real Mystique or whatever meme, the Magneto meme. And it's like, show me the best Joker released this year. And people put the InArt Joker, and it's like, no, I said the real best Joker. And the last slide is always the Mars toys. So it's going to be interesting
wow.
to see if the 66 Mars toys or this one ends up being the best one this year. So.
Absolutely.
Is
So
that the
Cuervo,
Sideshow
you're
one?
showing off.
So yeah, and like you were talking about Jokers, Zach. Like I have multiple Jokers. I have the Mars
Yeah.
Toys '89 one and the Sideshow one, and
Okay.
this Sideshow Joker is one of the favorites in my collection. He is absolutely brilliant. He's got that Killing Joke look from the cover. He's got all these accessories. He's got the laughing fish.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
just-
Honestly, this was not on my radar, but you're showing this off. I know Dre has this as well, and I don't know that I was sold on it, but yeah, this looks great.
You said this was the Sideshow one, right, Cuervo?
Yeah, from ages ago. And you know what? The body on this is not terrible. It comes with a really cool base. It has ha 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 on the bottom.
nice.
Because it's inspired by the Killing Joke, right?
got
It's
fat
exactly
ankles.
like that portrait. So
Fat ankles. Oh my
I
gosh.
love
Ankles, yeah, a little bit.
Wow, that's
it-
an awesome piece.
Although the new InArt Joker doesn't have any ankles at all. I've been looking at. I was talking to Bob Dylan about getting like ankle donuts to fill out the feet a little bit.
Just paper towels.
Yeah,
I like this
Let's
one
see
from
Zach's
Sideshow.
got-
This is my Batman right here. I
that's
fucking
actually
love
pretty
that's a good
beautiful
one.
too. Damn.
It is.
it. Dude, I love
Yeah,
this
Zach.
one.
But
It's
your,
not really,
your ability. Have you futzed this one at all?
No, I just steamed the cape to make it drape, but like I think that cape drapes better than like any Hot Toys cape.
Yeah, hard to argue
Yeah.
with that. That looks awesome. Dang.
I love
okay,
this one.
so Sideshow offerings. So let me check in with the chat here. So we got Big Dog Pound in the house here. Let me scroll up here really fast.
Sorry, I started randomly clicking.
No,
buttons.
you're fine, Ben. I forgot that I gave Ben control. I got to revoke that at some point.
You really do.
we got Danny Lee in the house. What's going on, Danny Lee? Thank you for joining us. We got Tukathri, sup, gentlemen. We've got Gigi, who's in class, so I don't know how she's watching YouTube, but oh my God, the picture. Hi, everyone. Yeah, that picture was I had to
Thumbnail's
use it.
cursed.
Had to use it for sure. Lane Kramer is in the house. I'm guessing Marco burning with a little jelliness. Oh, not just a little jelliness, the most jelliness, but cannot wait to see what Cuervo thinks about this in hand. Joker J, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Joker J, thank you for joining. We got Larry Walker in the house. What's good, Marco? Glad you got your InArt Joker. Unfortunately, did not get my InArt Joker yet, but again, living vicariously through Cuervo here. We got Payton23 in the house. What's up, everyone? Hey, Payton, thank you for joining. We got the Ben Thomas show in here. We got Haas Hometown Hero, who will be on with Ben Thomas later today. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah, thank you for joining. Let's see who else we got. Boom. We got Big Dog Pound, like Ben highlighted earlier. We've got the absolute legend, Bob Dylan, unboxing day, finally. Well, for one of us at least. But yeah, thank you, Bob, for joining. Let's see. Boom. I'm way behind on the chat here. We got Calvin, a.k.a. the low-key collector, a.k.a. Meat Platter, a.k.a. the Draw Dropper in the house. Good morning, fellas. Calvin, excited to hear what you thought of John Wick 4 over here as well. So thank you
excited
for
about that
joining.
too. I literally just watched the first 3. I've never seen them before. I just
Wow,
watched
really?
them this weekend. Just Friday and Saturday
They're
morning.
amazing.
I was a little
Man.
sick. I got under a blanket and watched John Wick all yesterday. It was awesome.
and you
My
saw
God.
the little preview, the tease for the John Wick figure.
Yeah.
They
oh my
deleted it,
God.
though,
They
right?
deleted it, yeah.
Oh, did they really?
What?
I didn't
They
see
did.
that they deleted
Yeah.
it.
So
Whoa.
I don't know
But,
if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
It's got to be a bad thing. But I want a John Wick figure now. As soon as I finished the movie, the third chapter, sorry to interrupt you, Marco, I literally like went straight to my computer and I was like, where can I find one? I, of course, pull up Facebook and Bob Dylan shows his display and he's got like
80 of them.
80 of them. I'm like, dude, like, can you share? Like, help a guy out. You know?
I regret not buying one from Eddie from a while back. He was selling his.
100%.
It's a good figure, but the suit is so restrictive. It's really hard to get him into like those cool John Wick poses. Yeah. But it's a badass figure. Like the guns, the accessories, it almost feels like a DX, like all the shit that he has. It's a really well done figure.
Damn. Yeah, and not to get like sidetracked here, but I'm watching John Wick 1 for the third time now. I could never get into it. I think it's just like the extreme violence. Every time I was watching it, I wasn't in the right headspace.
If something happened to Pancake, you'd be John Wick. You'd be Juan
No,
Wick.
100%.
Yeah.
Like
Juan Wick is the way. No,
so I watched it again for the first time yesterday, and it like totally finally connected, and I was like, okay, I understand why this is a great freaking film. Yeah. And I own 2 and 3 on 4K Blu-ray. I just had never gotten through them, so I'm gonna be like Ben and finish off the series. But let's see, we got Ben, the attention-seeking geek, in the house. Ben, thank you for joining. Excited to see your John Wick cosplay. In whatever whatever wig you're gonna throw on, for sure. We got some guy in the house. Yo, my favorite people. Hey, thank you for that. Appreciate you joining today. Let's see who else we got. We got Equan in the house. Sign me up for the Still Waiting Club. I know, Equan. Someday soon. I'm okay to wait like maybe one more month. After that, it's gonna start getting like, man, maybe some of these people that were calling them out for not completely living up to the hype just yet, they could be right, because Hot Toys takes a while, but this is quite slow, so we shall see. Let's see, Bob Dylan, relax. It's only 9 John Wicks that he has. Okay, apologies for overselling it, but incredible.
Can I borrow
collection.
one for a couple months? That's all I ask.
Exactly. Which one? The rooted premium body swapped custom tailored version, or what?
I'll take whatever one he's willing to borrow or lend out. 100%.
That's right. Well, I think with that we can maybe start the unboxing. But anyone in the chat, if you have questions, just send them on over, and we will definitely handle them. But yeah, Cuervo, bust that thing open, man.
Yeah, man. The packaging is pretty cool. It's got these little corner guards, which is really nice. I really like it. I've ordered from like Pop Collectibles and other places, and they always include that. I think obviously this is just the InArt packaging, but I really like these corner guards to protect the box. So Marco, you should be pretty happy with your box.
I was gonna say they are catering to me. Did the company that you bought it from double box this, or this is just how?
Oh yeah. No. It came in a separate box.
Oh wow. Okay.
It was pretty well packed. Well,
and was it an InArt branded box or?
No, just the
okay. So
box.
just a standard. All right, that's very, very cool. So let's see. We got a few more folks.
Chat amongst yourselves while I do this.
Yeah, sounds good. We got a few more folks joining in here. We got Bats in the Belfry. What's up, guys? I think
Belfry.
First time
Belfry.
Apologies for my ignorance there, but I appreciate you joining. I think this is the first time I'm seeing you here in the chat. So yeah, looking forward to this one. We got Beskar Kid stopping by to say congrats. Hey, Beskar Kid, thank you. So congrats to you, Cuervo, and
thanks, bud.
Yeah, soon to be for us soon, hopefully. Brandon Salinouts, what up, guys? Congrats on the pickup. Yeah, so stopping by there. Let's see. Haas Hometown Heroes with the Exo 6 does those corners. Oh, they do those as well. Okay,
which is interesting because I didn't get that on my data. So I wonder if they like scaled it back or if they started doing it after the first contact data, which is interesting.
You're probably on a list where they say give them the most jacked up box there is. But
I once said they had a lot of issues, and I never heard the end of it. So.
There you go. And Public Enemy #1. We got Joker J saying, I paid $3 for a 100-year-old G.I. Joe sideshow figure today. Red flags everywhere. Chastise me. I deserve it. You know what? If that was a chase figure for you, there are crazier things to spend your money on for sure. So hoping that it turns out well. Did you get it on eBay, or where'd you secure it? Like, do you have it in hand already, or is it still shipping? Let's see.
Some ASMR there, the ripping plastic.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see this. Cuervo, we're gonna solo you. So let me see how I can make you the big guy here.
Make me big again, Marco.
Yeah, I want to make you big. Let's see.
Some guy says, let's show Marco some love. 965 subs, smash that like button, subscribe, #1000. Every time I try and pump Marco's channel, he loses like 10 subs. So
legitimately,
I've just
Ben
literally stopped saying it entirely.
Ben is so sweet for that, and then every time, no, totally say that in jest. But yeah, appreciate that, some guy. So Cuervo, how you liking this box art?
So the box, it's like a hard It's like this. Well, this is just
Yeah,
a
it is.
plastic sleeve, right? And it's got some plastic over it.
Oh, it's like a little translucent slip. Okay.
Yeah. So it's really nice. And then this is really like very tough cardboard. Like it almost feels like it felt like plastic at first, but I think it was just because of the plastic sleeve.
Is it
Oh,
shiny
it's really
underneath
nice.
as well?
What was that?
Is it shiny underneath? So this once you take off the slip cover.
So I'll take this off, which is really nice.
Oh, okay. Oh, this is getting me going for sure.
And this has plastic on top, wrapped all around it. So I have to take that off.
Well, that's fancy.
But the back says, "Oh, I'm glad you guys can see it. Why so serious?"
That's dope.
And then here the front has kind of that heat. It has that heat ledger, the large and small with these little. I don't know what shape that is, like little prisms.
Looks like beer pong cups stacked
Trapezoid.
together.
Yeah, upside down.
I think that's the InArt logo actually. Like
Oh, is
the
that what that
outline
is?
of their logo. Yeah, I think so.
Oh, like
That's
it's
pretty
is
dope.
beer pong.
Yeah. Now that's all I can. So Cuervo, do you want to get this comment right here so I don't butcher this name?
What's up with that? El Arquitecto. It's his. Yeah. So his name is the Architect.
Yeah, that's why.
El
That's why I'm having
Arquitecto.
you do this one.
Thank you.
Um,
Bane.
So Bane, no. So this is actually the Joker. He said, "Big guy." Yeah, it would be extremely painful.
I wonder what the PT in the top corner stands for. Like, I wonder why that's there.
PT. I don't know. That's a good question. It says A001 there,
Okay.
so you can see that.
Okay, because it's the first figure that
Yep.
they've.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
cool.
Nice,
That's
okay.
cool.
That's really nice. So the side stuff is just pretty standard. It says Queen Studios, a warning, made in China. And then the other side. Oh yeah, you're right. That is the InArt logo. You are.
Oh, nice. Okay, this is. I like that they've got a lot of protection on these boxes too. You know how I get
Yeah.
when my boxes aren't pristine. So.
Oh, we all know Marco.
Yeah. Right.
So it says standard edition for the port. It was like, on this side, standard edition. It's got the Dark Knight logo on the bottom. The DC WB stuff on this end. It's pretty nice.
So Big
the
Dog
box
Pound is saying
really
the
sturdy.
PT stands for platinum in chemistry. Oh, got it. Okay, so he was speculating what the PT at the top left was.
It looks like a periodic table symbol. So
It really does, and it might actually be what that is saying. Like it's the
a
platinum series.
edition or platinum series.
That's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Okay. Cool.
that's awesome.
Hey.
So
So
Piecing
Cuervo-
it all together.
So is it feeling a bit more premium than like a DX Hot Toys version? I know
It does.
very
Like,
small.
the box is really sturdy. It's like it's really well protected. I really like it. I think it's really well done. And this is just something really like just a design thing, but I like how the top of the box is not flush with this outside. It's like a thing, a flap that you open. But
Okay.
I like how it's not flushed. I like that it's sunk in a little bit. It's a really nice design feature. Like I really
that's
enjoy, nice things like that. And it's like that on the bottom too. Kind of see
That's awesome.
That's really cool.
It's
Like
really
they've,
nice.
they've given
It
a
has
lot
that
of thought into this.
premium feel. Exactly. So I will go ahead and.
So should we switch to the other camera here?
Yeah. Let me see.
We can do. I'm wondering if there's a way that I can make. Let's see. If I
Bear
can
with me
make
for a
you the-
second. Maybe
No,
I'll
you're good, man.
change something up.
What are you trying to do, Marco?
I'm trying to make Cuervo and like one big camera and then us on the sides.
Yeah, there should be a layout for that.
Okay, let's see.
See what I can do.
Oh, I think
There you
this
go.
is
Yep.
this is it right there. So we want this one there. Boom. Okay. Nice.
So I'm just seeing what it looks like. So here we are.
Show us the meat platter first, though, Cuervo.
No, there's no living up to any other meat platter after Calvin.
Well, the bar is set high there.
It's too high.
Joker
Alright.
J say getting all high tech. I know a little too high tech for our channel. Normally we do like the most low budget stuff ever. So Cuervo's classing us up a bit over here.
I'm trying to. It's I've done a couple of these unboxings on the CW channel, but I still, because I do them so few and far between, I forget how to do things. But so you open it up. Let me do the unbox opening again. So you do that. So immediately you see the InArt. It's got like a little bunch of reading materials right there in like a little plastic sleeve, which I'll open in a little bit.
Very cool.
So just to give you guys a little tease on this part. Oh, so everything comes in these little plastic. So I'll turn it around.
I feel like that's the only part that I've seen that doesn't like seem extremely premium is like the plastic translucent bag.
Yeah, it's a little odd for sure that it's just there, but I guess it's going to be well protected. But
The question
before
is,
I
though,
get-
will you keep that stuff in the box? Because I always have that debate when it comes to plastic on my Hot Toys in general. Like, if I ever sell this, maybe I'll want to rewrap the
Oh,
head
Ben,
sculpt.
you have no... I keep every single piece of plastic from every Hot Toy.
You do, right? Fair.
I do. I'm kind of weird like that. So I'm going to go over this thing first. So... Let's see how we open this. I think I saw a little... Since, this is the first InArt figure, I'm actually going to go through all these little bits and bobs. I think it's pretty cool. So you've got this InArt. Here, let me switch a little bit. There we are. So you got this like really nice like silver looking envelope. It's got a nice sheen to it.
Wow, they like put a lot of thought into this. This is very impressive for
So when I open
the
it
first
up,
release.
that's the side. It's like a letter.
We're gonna need you to do all 3 languages too, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh, I don't know about.
Wow.
Well, it's only got 2, but I don't know about all that.
All
It
right.
says, "Dear collector, thank you for supporting InArt by ordering this one-size collectible figure." Blah blah blah. You guys can take a screenshot if you really want to read it. But it's like a little letter saying thank you for supporting this. It's really nice. I really like the envelope. Actually, it's really well done.
Looks like a work of art itself.
It is. It is. So then next here we've got this. I'm not really sure what that is. It's like a little maybe serial number card. This might be the serial number stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nothing on the back in English?
No, nothing on the back.
Okay. Sorry, Ben Thomas.
Then, oh, this is that Joker card that I've seen floating around.
That's beautiful, honestly.
That's
Like,
is
really
cool.
nice. And it looks like you can actually tear it off.
it's like
I'm
literally
obviously
a
not
ticket
going to do
stub.
that, but it's like a ticket. The Dark Knight, the Joker. Yeah, it's like a movie stub almost, I think. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Yeah, that's
Pretty
exactly
cool,
what it seems
something
like.
that,
Are either any of you guys considering displaying yours with this? Like, this
Dude,
is a
I
cool
am,
little
I am
accessory.
definitely going to display this. This is really cool. I don't know why.
doesn't-
I didn't know this came with it.
Can you
until
flip that back around?
Yeah, sure.
So it says 3/21/22 as the release date, but I would almost say that's probably more the pre-order date because
That's
this
the
didn't
pre-order
come
date,
out till like right around I think it was
December.
like late December. Yeah.
Yeah. This is when that 3-day window opened.
Yeah.
Damn, my nails are so
Oh, God.
janky. I need a pedicure or something.
Wow.
Interesting.
For next time, please.
No, for next time. Okay,
like
so
it.
this is really cool. So far, I really dig this. I really love it.
Yeah, it's a
I
nice
like
little
stuff
touch,
like this.
honestly.
Yeah, it's really cool. And then the last thing that's on here is the guide. Oh, Jesus. It feels so thick. Oh, sorry.
Wow, okay.
Clip that.
Joker J says, "Just remember you pay for all this window dressing." Do you feel like that type of thing is worth paying for, though, Cuervo? Like, it seems like you like this
I'm back and
experience so
forth
far.
on it. To be honest with you, at first my initial thought is like, I just want the figure. Just give it to me in a protected enough package because I only go through this experience once. But being that it's the first one, I'm okay with
Yeah.
it.
It's kind of where I land too. It's like, okay, it's the first release. At least they're trying to set the bar high.
Yeah.
Even if this
But this-
stuff falls off in future releases.
This stuff isn't that expensive though. I mean, if you think like they're ordering this quantity of
Just
stuff like in the
paper, yeah.
thousands, like I mean, it might add at most like a few dollars to the price, and that's like estimating it pretty highly. But it's not like this is $350 or $1,000 because of this.
Right.
Good point. Good point.
It's just in the end, it's just fancy paper. But
Yeah.
it's got this translucent. So that's kind of cool. Similar to how the box came in a translucent sleeve. This has a translucent piece of paper in the front, which is kind of nice. I see the connection to the design. It's got I'll lift this up a little bit.
Oh, I like that you can see all the points of articulation on the
Yeah.
figure there. With that
Oh wow, yeah,
piece
the
on
actual
side.
body.
I like that.
Yeah, that's
Oh
cool.
yeah, I didn't even catch that. Good catch, Ben. So it's got the version information, things like that. Accessory display. Well, it's so I don't know if because this again to me reads like a periodic table of elements. I don't know who it was earlier that said the PT stands for platinum, but I kind of have that vibe with this. It's pretty cool.
Totally get that too.
Oh, and then here's how it's packed up with the standard. Oh, I like that actually. Oh, so see how it has the little numbers there?
Mm-hmm.
It corresponds to what this is over here.
Oh, nice.
So that's
That's
pretty
cool.
cool.
So you don't have to rewatch your own unboxing video to pack it back up again in
Dude,
the future.
man,
That's
you know
happened to me
what
before.
I do? I sometimes take photos of the figures before I unbox
Legit.
them.
Yeah.
So in case I have to box them up
Especially
again.
hand pieces. I can never
Yeah.
figure out what hand piece goes in what slot. It's the worst.
Never ever. And you know, there's some that are packaged in such a unique way, like the Mysterio, like his illusion effects are like in there so perfectly to try to put it back in. I'm like, I got no
too
freaking
scared.
clue. I don't remember this. Yeah.
So this is cool. It's got the movable joints and shoulders, like clear, very clear
P7
pictures.
bingo. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, so like Ben was saying, all the points of articulation, that's really, really interesting.
Yeah.
That would have been good marketing to release before the figure came out, because everybody was speculating that it was just going to be like a Joker statue, that it wouldn't have any movement at all. Like, they should have released some of these images.
Although I will say, this Joker's never going to be doing that pose, right? But I think it's cool that they show that this body can do that.
Yeah.
But
I think I've seen someone having him do the splits, and I thought that was like pretty
Wow.
incredible.
you'll need this for the sitting pose, obviously.
This looks like he needs one of those like ballerina bars to do some of these poses.
Dude, I was
know
just
what
thinking that, Ben, because I take my daughter to ballet. I took her yesterday, and
Ben doesn't have a daughter that does ballet though,
I
so I
just
don't
do
know
it in
how he
my
does
room
that,
here,
but yeah,
hey, it's okay. It gives you flexibility.
there you go.
So it's got this, just a larger version of that image we saw. And then it's got these kind of like blueprint style hands. Like, the old school architectural blueprints. It looks really cool, actually. It's got a little bit of a grid there, if you can tell, but
I do like that design a lot.
it looks really cool. Like, they definitely thought about even just all this stuff. Different accessories. The one thing I do maybe, I wonder if I'll regret is not getting the sculpted 2-pack with this gel cell.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, Marco, since my brother really just wants the single sculpted version, if I really feel I want this, I'll just sell him mine, and then I'll go and hunt for that sculpted 2-pack.
There you go. There you go. I
So
feel
I
like
always
the
kind
jail
of have
cell.
that in the back of my head.
Yeah, I think that's a smart strategy. And I think the jail cell version is the weakest one of all of them, right? So I think, I think you did well picking this up first. Oh, so this is how to move the eyes, right?
Yeah,
On the left
exactly.
there.
That's what I'm looking at right here. Oh, sorry.
And I will note, like recently, there's been some controversy because some folks have had some blue tack on this portion when they pull it out. So I think it's a pretty isolated incident, but at the very least, I saw like a statement from 1/6 Kid about it, where they said some production samples maybe snuck into the final release or something along those lines. Do you remember those details, Zach?
I actually hadn't heard that. So you're saying the eyes aren't like in place; they're only held in by blue tack?
No, so it's got that panel that pops off on the back of the head, and I
Okay.
guess as folks were popping it off, it was like there was blue tack there, like it was
Instead of a
sticking that-
magnet. There was no magnet, and instead there was blue tack inside.
I
So-
have not heard that.
So this is interesting. It's got an after sales service card.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like a little card. I think if you sell it, it's all this information there. It's
Whoa.
interesting. So like if I, let's say, sell it to someone, it says that if the figure is damaged or faulty, please contact customer service. Wow, interesting. I don't know if anyone's ever talked about this.
No, I wasn't aware that this was even a thing. This is definitely something that we
So yeah, it says after sale
Yeah.
service. And I can send you a more detailed photo of this, but
Yeah. I've heard supposedly that's more for like the people in where this figure's licensed in, but it's cool to see
Oh,
that.
okay.
So we got a few more folks jumping in here. We got Yomo in the house. What's going on, Yomo? We got Riley Reviews. Yo, what's up, guys? Hey, Riley, thank you for being in here. He says, get Marco to 1K. Appreciate that, Riley. We're getting there. We're so close. We're so close. So, yeah.
I'm hoping that this takes over the top, Marco.
There you go.
Appreciate
It's got
that,
that
Cuervo.
second after sales card. Okay. And then just the socials.
Joker J saying, this is becoming an unpamphleting.
sorry.
No, I like it. I like it, though. We're getting into the... We're getting into the nitty gritty here, but that's about it, right?
This
Like
is all
after
like
that,
the first time you see this, so
It helps
No,
me
I'm-
prep to hold back the tears a little bit.
there you go.
A little extra time.
This is the full-on tease,
sorry.
but I
sorry,
just saw
there's
a
that meat
full-on
platter.
meat platter right there.
Goodness. It was like ceviche.
Now that seems racial, but
alrighty then. So I think we'll move on to the pièce de résistance that everyone's
let's
waiting
do
for.
it. And Ben, sorry for covering your face with the logo that whole time. I hadn't caught that, so
Totally cool.
I appreciate you
Looks like
swapping
I'm
it
eating
around.
the 1/6 logo.
Yeah, wow. You can eat
guys.
something else.
I put it in the private
So
chat. I
Mar-
wasn't sure if you saw it either.
I just saw it right now. Go ahead, Cuervo.
So Marco, do you want me to do all the hands and stuff first, and then save the figure to the end? I'm okay
Yeah.
with whatever.
Honestly, like if that's how you want to do it, that sounds cool with me. Continue on this this little tease
sure.
here.
I will. Maybe
But
I'll
I
just do
guess,
the
like,
figure.
There you go. Do how you would normally do when you unbox a figure.
Yeah.
We don't want to
So
sap
I'm
all the
gonna
joy
put
out.
that camera down, and I'm gonna take this off, and then I'll show it.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. So here it is. So yeah, this feels a little odd that it comes in a plastic bag. It feels like I'm getting it from the mercado or something. I don't know why.
You're right, exactly. That's what I'm kind of. That's the same
Bro,
vibe I'm getting.
that's
like-
janky as fuck. Why is it in that bag?
Yeah.
So it's just like a bag. And it just,
Like,
I
damn,
don't
like,
know.
yeah.
Instead of 20 bags on your figure, we're just gonna do one big ass bag.
It does remind
It's
me of the
like-
scene in The Dark Knight, though, where he comes, gets
Oh,
plopped
yeah.
on the counter.
Yeah.
That's actually an
Walks out.
accessory, Ben.
That's right.
this is the extra
Yeah.
premium accessory.
That's what the
Right.
PT is for.
yeah.
But that's right. But Cuervo, this is
Alright,
totally like
boys.
your tia came back from Mexico with like some
I know.
figure
Oh
for
my
you.
god. Because that's literally what happens. It comes in a plastic bag.
Right.
So I will try and grab this.
Some guy, yeah, saying that he's in a body bag. Yep, totally like that scene. Oh dang, that
So-
looks freaking good
Jesus
though, man.
Christ.
Here, let's see. I'm gonna completely solo you on this. Oops, let me do this like this.
Cuervo, have you
Solo.
seen the futzing video that they put up?
I have. I think I heard about it, but
It's
I
the
have
one
not.
where they show like that
Oh,
you
the
can take
layers?
like a blow dryer to the hair, and then you can kind of expand the layers a bit.
Oh yeah, you know what? I do remember saying that because I was annoyed. I was like, the
So
whole
you
point
use
of getting this-
tweezers, right? To
Yeah,
to
yeah,
then-
exactly.
The whole point of this was so I wouldn't have to do that crap, but
Yeah,
I guess
exactly.
I'm going to have to.
But it kind of seems great out of the box, Cuervo. What are you
Dude,
thinking?
It looks freaking amazing.
Wow,
If you were a little bit
Those look
jealous
great.
before, Marco, like
I'm feeling it now in like the pit of my stomach. This looks. I want this in my hands right now,
She said.
and also I want the Joker.
dude, look at that. I mean, dude, speechless to be honest with you.
Honestly,
This-
I feel like this one's such a sleeper. Like, I think the Rooted is good, but in 5 years, like,
This
I don't
one
know. I
will
feel like
look
this
still
one's gonna
really
look
good.
a little bit better. Because you're gonna
Yeah.
lose a little bit of hair every time you mess with it. Like,
You know,
just a
that's
few
another
pieces
thought
here
I
and
had,
there.
Zach. That I'm just over time. I think this one will hold up, hopefully a little better, and I'm just willing to take that gamble.
Yeah.
The rooted hair I think looks really good.
It's gorgeous. Do you see any like paint bleeding from the face onto the hair, which I guess would suit the character even if it does, but
Yeah,
A little bit, yeah, but like right there, you see the little bit of white
yeah.
going into the hair, but that's totally fine in my book.
I think he had that in the movie, even honestly, because
Yeah.
it's like
You're
war
right.
paint that he kind of blends in. I think the color of the hair sculpt is also improved from what I saw originally. I remember thinking it looked almost too green in some of the original solicitation pictures, but you can really see like the yellowing at the roots and kind of how it bleeds out. Like that looks really good.
So
Oh,
Riley
here I
Reviews
see
is
something
saying,
from Riley. Oh, go
yeah, he's
ahead.
saying best advice: don't take the sculpt off. Took me an hour to get it on without messing with
Jesus.
the tailoring.
Wow,
yeah,
my God.
so he said sculpted people are lucky it's already in. Yeah, I think that's the one thing I'm most anxious about on the rooted versions.
Yeah, I already can't
So
tie a tie to save my
I
life.
Exactly.
can't
Jesus.
tell you how good. I mean, look, it looks like we shrink rate him. I know you guys use that term a lot, and
Yeah.
this looks exactly like that.
Bro, that
Holy
looks
crap.
incredible, honestly.
And let me see. I was curious to see if we see any sort of seam back here. But you can kind of see it a little bit, but not. It's only when you look at it super close. And even then, I think it's pretty good.
Yeah, that blends
And this
nice.
is where you pop off the panel for the
Yeah.
moving eyes, right?
You know, I've never been one to do that, and I might try it 1 or 2 times, but I'm not big on that.
Traumatized
so
by the Hot Toys.
Yeah.
maybe.
Back in the day, it was like one little bar that would articulate both eyes, and
And you remember how it was that little ball joint? Oh,
yeah,
so
and
annoying.
I remember getting the DX07, and the first time that I did that, it broke, and so
See,
I
I'm
had
very
to like, do some surgery on it and make it so that each eye was individual.
Jeez. And I'm glad that they've gone now to like the one eye so that couldn't break,
Yeah.
but I'm very clumsy with it. Like every time I mess with it, they look cross-eyed or it just looks off. So I just end up not even doing it.
I had a heck
Yeah,
of a time with
exactly.
my not Keaton Batman, my Val Kilmer Batman. I started tweaking the eyes, and then I could not get them both to look right for like
Right.
an hour. It was the worst. It was
Like,
the
what have I
worst.
done?
Now you're
Like,
stressed
never
out.
again.
So yeah, so how's
So
the tailoring, Cuervo?
I'll move on a little bit to the tailoring. It looks great. Just I'll just put it down a little bit on the, just to kind of give you an overall.
So much less bathroby than the DX11 was.
You know, I've never owned the DX11, but you know when I've seen the side by sides, this tailoring is amazing. Just looks really good.
Yeah, it looks really, really nice. Wow. And I'm seeing some guys say, when I get my Joker in hand, I'm going to leave it as is. Yeah, I don't think that's a bad strategy, honestly. And then
The
Joker
tie
J is
looks good.
asking, yeah, so the tie. Cuervo, hands are really wrinkly. Made it look like my own hands. Drink water. Wow, it was a personal attack. I thought he was
Wow,
talking about the
jeez.
Joker. Wow, Joker J
Wow.
with shots fired at Cuervo.
I guess so. I guess I don't drink
So
enough
yeah,
water.
so the tie is looking nice and tight and not needing to be futzed with.
I am almost 40, so you know what?
Catherine in here say no second career as a hand model. Hey Kat, how's it going? Thank you for being in here and allowing our boy to do this on the channel.
Yeah, I gave you a shout out earlier, Kat. I'm not sure if you heard, but the the scuffs and just a little bit of the dirtiness on the jacket. I don't know if it's coming through, but it looks really
Yeah, I
nice
can see
actually.
that there, yeah. It's decent.
Like a little bit of scuffing, or just like dirtiness on the edge of the lapel here, up there. It looks really
that
nice.
a lot.
Feel wise, do you have like a comparison to like how the jacket feels in hand?
You
Like,
know,
is there
it just-
another
it
figure you
feels
have that's
velvety,
similar, or
but
velvety? Okay.
I don't know what other figure I have. I'm just looking at my collection that has that. Yeah, because even that Joker that I was showing off earlier, that's just cloth, straight up
Like a
cloth.
cloth. Okay.
And the Mars Joker, the 89 one, I think was also just kind of cloth. This feels really nice. I don't think I have anything that feels like this.
Sweet.
And then I am, I'm hesitant about taking off the coat for the arms. Like I'm really worried about having to do that because I don't like doing stuff like that. But
So we'll obviously get into it when you start taking out the hands, but
Yeah.
I'm curious because I don't recall if this one comes with the seamless forearms as well.
It
Or if
does.
that
I
was just
believe
for,
it
it
does.
does. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I thought that was just for the jail cell for some reason, but that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, and here's
Hey,
this.
there you go.
There it is. This is the reason I got this figure. Just for that. I'm going to pose it with, him holding all the grenades. Like, that's what I'm going to do.
Let's not blow things out of proportion.
Cuervo, you're making me want this.
Do it, Zach. Do it.
You needed this. Oh, my God.
One of y'all stores, send me one for free.
Well, it's a massive detail that the DX11 Hot Toys was missing. Like, it didn't come with the grenades for me, and it didn't have like
Really?
this stitching.
What?
Nope,
I thought it did.
not the DX11. No,
Really? I didn't realize it did not come with the
Wow.
grenades.
it is completely missing.
Hey, Marco, I gotta get going. Victoria wants to run some errands today, so I love you guys. I want to interrupt the unboxing, but be sure to tune into Nick's channel, Nick's Collectibles. We're doing that wrestling thing later tonight, so that should be pretty fun. I think some of
Nice.
us are gonna be in that.
Heck yeah. No,
watch
great.
watch Let's Get Nuts at 3:00 as well, Zach, if you can.
Hell yeah, baby!
All right, no, appreciate you being in here, Zach. And yeah, tell Victoria we say hi.
Jumbo babies.
Later,
guys.
brother.
See you, bud.
Later, buddy.
So this is really cool. I'm probably not going to take this coat off on stream here, but this looks really good. Oh, I think I might have gone off of a solo cam.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm just messing around with the layouts here, but I think you're still on solo, but you're partially. Yeah? I just wanted to show Ben's beautiful face for a second here.
We need it.
Yeah, dude, this looks amazing.
Here's the shoe.
Okay, let's see these shoes all the way. So folks are talking about the curvature of the shoes. Oh, sorry, I'm messing around here. Solo. The curvature of the shoes kind of leading to issues with the magnets. So I guess when we get to that, we can maybe talk about how it fits on the base. But yeah, those shoes look great.
Yeah, they look good. It's got this like greenish, like gray tint to them.
Which is interesting because I tried to stand flat on the ground the other day with my toes tilted up like this, and it's actually kind of hard. It's not a very natural resting foot position.
So I haven't been paying too much attention. What's the deal with that? Is it that they look weird? I guess, yeah.
I think it looks natural if you're like sitting, or if you want to have like a foot back to have kind of like almost like he's stepping forward look. I think that would look really good. But as I said, most people's feet don't necessarily curve up at the toes if they're just in resting position. So that's a bit of. But I think that's causing some of those magnet challenges where it's kind of almost rolling forward away from it.
But it also looks like clown shoes. Like I don't recall how screen accurate that is, but it definitely seems like clown shoes.
Actually, that's a good point, Marco.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
This is what you were talking about with the ankles, though, right, Ben?
Yeah, exactly. It looks like it needs some filler in there. Even the DX11 has like a thicker ankle. It looks like a real ankle. Whereas Bob Dylan, as I said, I was chatting with him about getting like 1/6 scale, basically ankle donuts to put around in the sock so that it just fills it out a little bit.
Oh wow. But yeah, I agree with that. From what I've seen, I always thought those ankles looked a little janky. But I mean, it's fine. I guess maybe it's more of a problem if he's sitting down and you see it. But I like the socks. I have a pair of socks like that actually.
Oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, when the movie came out, I love just fun socks. But
that's awesome. Yeah. Dang it. Now I want to get a pair of those. So sorry, Calvin. Let me check my messages right now. I know Riley is saying, honestly, I think Joker falling is user error. I've had my Joker pose museum for a week and he hasn't taken a tumble. You have to position him correctly on the base. Yeah, that's what I've heard Dan say as well. So really curious to mess with that, and we will get to that here in just a second. Baby boy in the house. Happy Sunday, fellas. Baby boy, thank you for being in here. We're going to get you to get a 1/6 scale figure one of these days, and hopefully you can start with this.
I want to meet him.
Nah, you don't really need to meet him, though. He's whatever. He's pretty mid.
He used to be my only collecting weekly fan, but now he doesn't show up anymore.
Yeah, I know. He's doing other stuff now.
I was way too racist for too long.
That's right. Yeah.
He was like, and I'm out of that guy, yeah.
We're going to actually, he's gonna run a sensitivity training part 2 for you.
I hate to see it.
Dude, this is awesome that it comes with the forearms as well, Cuervo.
Oh, yeah, so, wow. This looks really cool.
Enhance.
Yeah.
I know.
So tell us about the paint applications, Cuervo.
So they look really, really good. You could tell, like, at the knuckle area, it's a little bit, I don't know why it's not wanting to focus, but maybe it's my wrinkly hands, but.
Your wrinkly hands.
You can tell around the knuckle area, it's a little dirtier, or maybe he, scuffed up the knuckles a little bit.
I like that he actually has the white paint on the fingers. Like he's clearly applied his own war paint.
Look.
That's really good. Yeah, that's really nice.
That's a nice hand job right there.
Yeah, there you go.
And even like in the wrist, you can see kind of like his wrist bone almost. Like if you flip the hand over, like that's pretty cool.
Look at that.
Looks like real. Jeez. They look really.
That's insane.
Really real.
And that was one of the things that kind of sent the community like going crazy, right? When we saw those hands. But Ben, you were saying that
it looks like the vein, because when you stretch your vein, it does kind of this.
Yeah.
Look at that. You can kind of see that right there.
Oh, that's amazing.
Wow.
That's
incredible detail. Ben, you were saying that there is paint detail on the Hot Toys Joker, though, right? Like he does have that.
Yep. He does have a little bit. They're the nicest and dirtiest hands of any of the figures I have. And I mean, it's a pretty old figure now, but it's still... Like, they did take that guy to the next level. I'll give them that. But this is still next level, in my opinion. Like, this is...
And it's hard to see. I don't know if it's coming across on the screen, but it definitely has that skin-like texture. Kind of
like vein
without
work even and
it
stuff.
Being... Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah, those palms, like, just like the color difference from the palm to, like, the rest of the arm is just really so lifelike.
To me, like this would like I could never display this Joker with the gloves on. I honestly don't think I could. Like the hands are so good with the forearms. To me, like when we talk about innovation,
This is the point.
This is kind of that next level of things that I want to see from figure collecting, for sure.
Absolutely.
That looks
And
great,
then,
guys.
you know, this is me selling it to myself, but that's one of the reasons I feel like I can justify 3 of them, because there's so many different display options that I want to do.
true.
It's like, okay, maybe I just have one with the gloves, you know. We'll see once.
I guess because
once
when
push
he's in the street with the submachine gun, I think he has his gloves on at that point. Yeah.
There you go.
So this is your standard, just gloved hand, which is still really nice. Got some nice purple paint. There's not a lot of contrasting paint.
These to
But
me
it's
look
just-
identical to the Hot Toys ones.
Yeah, it looks
paint
like
app
a standard.
style. Like these are very,
Yeah.
very like.
So
Very
these are
traditional,
just,
Does it feel like a
standard
glove
hands.
though, or it just is kind of whatever?
just like hard plastic.
it looks just like hard plastic, sculpted
Okay.
plastic. So what's interesting about these bags is that it's like they're like glued on, and you kind of have to like rip them open.
You're not going to be able
Oh,
to.
you just killed the second. I hope Cuervo's brother. Hope you're watching. You got to take at least $100 off of it. Now the bags are ripped, so
Dude, it's hard to open them without like just ripping them. Or maybe I'm just not being patient enough, but
oh, this is the card holding one,
yeah,
That's
right
cool.
there.
or it's an Italian one too.
That's okay,
Bippity
easy.
boppity.
So are you going to display them with the card at all, or no? Just with the grenades is what you're thinking,
I'll
right?
probably do the cards too at some point. I'll just have a little photography session and see what's. Oh, this is the card one.
Oh, that's a card one. Okay, so I'm wondering.
You know what?
the other
Maybe
one is.
this is the grenade one.
Oh, okay. Or like
Maybe this is the
he's kind of
grenade
holding
one.
his coat open with
Yeah.
it. Okay.
See, that's
Got
a
it.
card holding.
Wow. It's beautiful though, like a very lifelike position. Like they
Yeah, it
really-
looks very natural actually. I like it. A little detail on the button.
look like some dime bags. Wow.
Amazing.
We
So-
wouldn't know, but
I mean, we would in Canada. Let's be honest.
that's right. No, I was gonna say a friend of
So-
ours would know, but we wouldn't personally.
So I'm going to take off the second layer. So I'm not going to go through all those hands obviously because it's all more of the same.
Sounds good. Oh, this
Calvin was
base.
here and then he disappeared again.
Oh, was he? Shoot.
Yeah. We didn't
Did
let
you
him in
Here
in
you
time.
have the grenades, a bunch of this other stuff.
I actually like how they displayed those grenades so they're not all like twisted up in the
Yes,
box. I
I
was
was
half expecting them to be all
concerned about
twisted. That's pretty decent.
So I'm going to set this back down and I'm going to start off with the base.
The other thing I was thinking about, like, if you have like a Modulcase display, since he's got magnets in the feet, it would be cool. Like, a lot of people have like
What up,
that
Calvin?
felt, like the black felt in their
Yo,
Modulcase.
Calvin!
You could almost like glue magnets down to the bottom of your Modulcase underneath the black felt, so he could stand.
Oh,
naturally
yeah,
without
that's a good
base.
idea, Ben.
It's true. It would be a little bit difficult to pull off, but I think you're spot on, Ben.
That'd be cool.
That'd be a way to go about it. So how is the paint detail on that?
It's really nice, actually. I mean, this part of it is just, pretty regular, nothing too fancy. But this part looks really good. I like how it looks like scored concrete. So I'm assuming, yeah. So what is the deal that you're supposed to be positioning the Joker right in the middle? Is that what I'm hearing?
I think right in the middle because the magnets are pretty limited, and then also like make sure he's not leaning forward is what I've heard.
Okay.
Like make sure that the heel is on the base properly, and he's not going to tip over, and then the
Gotcha.
foot takes the rest of the momentum.
I also like to live dangerously.
Let's see what I'm gonna do next. I'll do the guns. Oh, see, look at this one. This one's a lot easier to rip open. It was just pretty straightforward. But some of the other ones have like extra heavy glue. Jesus, this thing is heavy.
That's
Full-on
good.
die cast.
That's awesome. That is awesome.
My only concern with that is hopefully the pegs are strong enough to keep this up, but it's heavy. I haven't felt one of these be this heavy before.
Some guy is saying, Cuervo, look at the instruction book first. I'm assuming for displaying the figure, but
Yeah,
so,
maybe that's
so
what he's
everyone on the stream want us to go back through the instruction book again, or no? Totally joking.
Pamphleting, who said that?
So you're pretty impressed by this overall.
Dude, this
look,
looks
Cuervo?
really good. The quality, the detail is good. I don't know if you're supposed to be able to cock this back, but
I think you can take the clip out too. I think there should be like a bullet.
Oh wow.
Speaking of cocking back, Calvin, thanks for jumping on here. So remind us again, you got the Rooted 2-pack, and it's on the way to you soon, right?
I hope so. I paid for the figure. I paid for shipping. Now I guess I'm playing the waiting game.
Oh, boy, and you went with T-dubs, right?
I went with the devil I knew at the time.
Oh wow. This
Yeah, well, I
this
hope they
guy
ship it
right
soon.
here, also extremely heavy.
Cool.
But it looks wow, this is really nice actually. You know, when I first heard about these die-cast guns, yeah, you know, I don't need it to be die-cast, but it feels really nice and hefty.
So there's some real legitimate branding on there too, right? Like the actual gun is branded.
Let me look. I'm gonna just. Oh yeah, there is some writing and stuff. I don't know if it's coming across. Smith and Wesson right here at the top.
That's amazing.
That's a pretty
It's
dope
a little hard. I'm not able to. Oh, maybe there you can see it. There.
Yeah, we could see it a little bit there.
Because to be honest, it's a complaint that I had with the DX11 Hot Toys Joker was like it comes with a lot of the same weapons. They look very similar, but when you know, it felt like a premium experience for that DX11 at the time. When you pull the weapons out, they felt plasticky and kind of cheap and just like cheapened the aesthetic of it. I think like the fact that these are die-cast are really, really cool. It's really cool, Cuervo.
Yeah, I think you can kind of see a logo there. I don't know if that's supposed to
Yeah.
be the Smith and Wesson logo.
it is.
I'm not a gun person, so.
Well, coming from an avid owner, I think this looks pretty legit.
All right, you're pretty
you guys-
stoked off
you'll
these,
have to tell
Calvin.
me.
Yeah, this looks pretty good.
So my only concern, like I said, this is pretty heavy. I'm curious to see how it holds up when you put it in his hand for long periods of time. I'd probably just say be careful with that. Probably good for a pose and a picture, but long term, I don't know. It's really heavy.
It's definitely a complaint that I've heard that it's like a little bit disproportionate to the strength of the magnet. So interested to see if you could maybe try it out. So Riley is saying in terms of posing the Joker on the base, pose it in center, facing the Dark Knight logo, and have the heels hit the central magnets, not the toes. Thank you, Riley. Appreciate that feedback. Rilo, yeah.
So this
Make him sound a little more Hispanic.
this bag it just opened up really nicely. So this is some more sculpted hands. Wow.
That's really cool that it comes
That
with
is
the
so
sculpted hand for
badass.
this version, though.
He's got like some bruising, I think, and a little bit of paint, and just the work on the veins and just the tendons. Again, that tendon detail. Look at that. That's freaking amazing.
It's
Like when
kind
you
of an
turn your-
upsetting level of detail. It's
a little
like
bit.
too lifelike.
It's crazy. Dude, I know this is a little maybe it's not weird to say, but this is another reason I got this figure. It's just because look at that. When people come by and look at the collection, no one's gonna be looking at hands, but I know it's there.
It just adds to, even if they're not looking directly at it, though, it just helps sell the overall realism. So,
Yeah,
that looks incredible.
look at that. Wow.
So, Ben, you said you're for sure going to display it with the seamless forearms, right?
100%. And like it's the hand sculpt like that one that we just looked at, where I still have the DX11 like the table set up, the table and the chair. I could just totally see him sitting at the table, like so cool.
That's
So
going to
cool.
look awesome, man.
That looks
I got a quick question for Cuervo.
Yeah.
Do you use these hands on Cat?
Sorry,
They look
what?
kind of. I said, are these the hands you use on Cat? Because these are kind of rough, bro.
Oh my god,
She's
you're
already-
the second.
She's already in the chat saying, "Listen, he does not have a career as a hand model." So
Look,
I
I'm
think
sorry. I actually did physical labor when I was young, so I
Wow.
got the smoothest of hands.
Wow, call us all
If-
lazy just like
if-
that.
I
Even
didn't
more
lead
reason
all
to
y'all's
pamper
privileged
yourself.
life. You know, when I first came to this country, I picked up cans in the park, like those typical immigrant stories. I did that shit. So
You're
All y'all
you're
go
sounding like
straight to
Gigi
hell.
right now. We appreciate you checking our privilege for sure, man. I think your hands are sexy, and you can
I'm
use
gonna
them
catch
on
up with
me
my
anytime.
man. I gotta catch up with my man. Take him to get a manicure. Get these hands
That's right.
that's what I know. Calvin, no joke. I said that earlier. I need
you
a
to
manicure.
I need you to moisturize and exfoliate. Cut them cuticles.
Oh man. Well, looking forward to the live stream of the boys' manicure day.
Yeah, the next unboxing he does, his hands will be right.
That's right. But it's suiting though, because look at the Joker's hands though; those are not perfect. Like, come on,
Yeah.
it's fitting right in here.
Well, if that was the case, you should have put some paint on his fingertips. Then
That's right. That's right.
should have just went all in.
Sell it all the way.
Or at least some powdery donuts or something.
So I think these are the cards. They came all loose like
Oh,
that,
interesting.
Oh wow, okay.
in a little baggie.
For some reason, I thought maybe they were going to come on a board like
Yeah, like
the Cajun
the
card dealer.
Gambit.
Yeah.
So these are maybe a little tough to see, but there's a whole bunch of them. They all got different, from what I can tell. I'm just gonna do that.
They sound like they have some weight to them even, which is odd.
Yeah, let me check it out. Yeah, they're pretty. You know, they're
Like a thick
they're just
cardstock.
cardboard, but
Yeah.
pretty good. And yeah, they all have
Plutonium
different
case.
designs. I mean, from what I can see so far, they all have different designs. It's pretty cool. I don't know if it comes across, but
Yeah, those are
might be a
cool.
little closer. Now, I probably won't go through every single one of them, but I think you guys get the gist.
I'm surprised they come loose like that. That would be,
I am a little surprised too. I thought they'd
be nervous to like. You should count them just to make sure you don't ever like lose one in the carpet.
I know, right? How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's 14 that I count.
Some guy says meat package and manicure perfect name for a channel. 100%.
I don't know if that could be on camera.
Joker J says he dug ditches too, Cuervo, so it's all good. He understands. Understands the pain.
Let me see. Oh wow, here's the money.
That's a lot of money. Holy cow.
Sweet.
Haas Hometown
Here's my
Hero
tax
says,
refund, boys.
I tease it with the ankles, but Hot Toys has been making figs with bad ankles for decades. You're not wrong.
Oh wow, so this actually flips. Look.
Ooh,
Oh, that's pretty cool.
that is pretty cool, actually.
So there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 stacks. I don't know. Each one maybe has 10.
Now, would you be tempted to take the sleeve off so you could have some loose bills as well as like the stack bills, or would you keep them all in stacks?
Let me see. Looks like you can. I don't know if I mess with that, but you can. I don't know if it comes across that you can slide this.
Don't do it for me. I'm
Press.
just curious if you would do it necessarily.
Nah, probably not.
No, be impossible to get all them back in once they're.
I think so. Unless you undid the glue there and then glued it back, but I'm not about to do that.
Wow, you wouldn't do it for this channel, Cuervo?
I like you, Marco, but
A little too far there.
Unless you sponsored the purchase, then I'll
There
do whatever
you
you
go.
want. I'll do
Fair
this
enough.
naked.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Now we're talking. Okay. I'm. Is it weird that I'm really, really excited to see this money? Like, I want to mess with that.
Dude, it's pretty
Pretty
cool. I have to be
significant.
honest with you.
The money
I don't think
doesn't-
I've seen that level of coolness in some 1/6 scale money.
The money doesn't have any Joker face on. The
I
bills,
haven't,
right?
from
That
what
you
I
can
can see,
Okay.
no.
Because I think the DX11 did on some of their stacks, but they were blank stacks in between, so it was only like the most outer bill had the.
Is that
the
screen
artistry.
accurate at all? The Joker face on the
I don't
the
remember.
bills?
I don't remember.
Okay. I
I don't
don't
remember
recall
that
that.
being
That's
a
a
thing,
cool. That's a
but-
cool touch.
These things are pretty cool. They're heavy.
And you got these because you got your order in within the window
Pre-order
too.
window.
Oh, is
I'm
that-
joking
is that
because
right?
I'm pretty sure every figure comes with these, but that was like one of the selling
That was
points.
supposed to be the pre-order
Oh,
bonus. yeah.
I was not aware of that. But it looks cool. They're heavy.
This is another one that I thought was kind of exclusive.
And it's definitely
to the,
die-cast. Just
okay, that's good
See?
to know. But
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
see, I
they're
kind of
die-cast.
thought this was only coming with the jail cell version,
So did
and so
I,
it's cool
actually.
that you get it with this version as well.
I've had my DX11 handcuffed to his chair for the longest time, which is kind of a cool look. Although those are plastic handcuffs, so I was less worried about it on the hands, and not worried about like these fancy wrists that we've got. So I don't know if I'd want to. I don't know if I'd want to put the die-cast ones on those really nice wrists.
That's a really good consideration, Ben. I hadn't actually thought of that.
So this baggie here is... Oh, here's the knife.
Oh, that's
And the
pretty
knife isn't die cast at all, right?
plastic,
I think it is. You know, I want to look at the directions to see how you open this, because I don't know how to open it right now. It's spun up, so I'm not going to do it just quite yet. I think you're supposed to pull on this little thing there, but I'm going to be cautious and wait till I actually read the instructions.
Yeah, pull on the thing out off camera, please. Really quickly, if you're enjoying the stream, if you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, I'm really terrible at saying that, so appreciate everyone being here and watching this unboxing.
So I'm going to attempt to take out these grenades. So give me one moment here, guys.
Cuervo making it rain at the clubs. Okay, at HK.
Ha! Not me, man.
Not you.
So just be careful when you're taking out the grenades, because they're like stuck a little bit on the foam, and I know you're not seeing me struggle with this right now, but
Be careful taking out the grenades. They're definitely real grenades. Yes, you will blow your fingers out.
Wow.
it's okay. I can get new hands.
There you go. Poor Cuervo is never going to do an unboxing for us.
I know, right?
Dude, these things are heavy. Hold on. Wow, these are really nice.
Do you worry
They're
about that
heavy.
at all for them being like actual
on.
die casts and the supports on the actual jacket?
You know, not so much, because they're going to be just on his jacket. So hopefully it'll be okay. But they look really nice. There's not too much weathering to them, though.
Joker J saying, I love the accessories, but use so few of them. Yeah, sometimes it's just nice to have those accessories. Sometimes I'll mix and match and like use accessories from one figure on another. And it's just like almost, I get you're paying for everything, but I just like to have as many of these little details as possible.
So when you pull these out, just be careful to just really dig in there and carefully, slowly pull them out, because the handle was stuck on the foam on one of them. So you definitely want to take your time taking them out. I know you guys didn't see me struggle with it, but just a little word of advice. Don't just yank on this to pull them out. Otherwise, you're going to break it. So just really be careful with that.
Thank you for the advice on pulling out for our audience.
Well, you know, clearly I don't know anything about that, because I
Had a Hispanic skill set there.
So yeah, that's pretty much all the accessories. All that good stuff. Sorry, it's all disorganized, but you know.
All good, all good.
And then I just put the grenades back in there. There's, I think, maybe there's one more hand. Yeah, let me get to that one.
Yeah, this set is just beautiful, honestly. I can't wait. This is giving me a lot more FOMO. Ben and Calvin,
So did it help or
hurt? It's hurting, but I'm excited for you. At least our friends are getting them, so I can be excited in that sense. But
There's just another hand. But again, you know, same level of detail. Like, look at that. Right there where his hand bends in.
Yeah,
incredible.
Really good.
So this
So
would
I'm
be
really
the
happy with
clapping
this
hand,
part
right?
of it. Yeah, that's a clapping hand. So that's a big part of this.
That's it.
I feel like if anything, it's helping me justify my patience level with it a little bit. Because I think if it was just kind of a so-so figure for me, then I'd be like, I might cancel it and move on to the next thing that I
No,
want.
man, you do not want to do that.
But I mean, I love my DX11, but this is definitely an upgrade. Like, there's no question. So I'm pretty excited.
Absolutely. So Riley's asking, where did everyone on the panel order from? I ordered from 1/6 Kit. Ben ordered from 1/6 Kit, and Calvin ordered from Toys Wonderland. I was going to call him something else. And then Cuervo ordered from KG Hobby.
No, TNS.
TNS, dang, I keep getting it wrong.
I've never ordered from TNS.
Oh, I love ordering from
Yeah,
them.
they're good?
I've never had any issues, and I've ordered from them. Mainly third-party stuff,
Okay, no, that's good.
and then obviously
That's good.
this.
So they're overseas as well, yeah.
Yep. So yeah, this is really freaking awesome. Just the detail in the money, how it, does that. It's not just a sculpted piece.
That's cool.
Then you can see Benjamin Franklin a little bit. all the little cards.
It's all about the Benjamins.
So we got Marlon Braswell in the house saying still waiting on spec. So he's part of the still waiting club. Yeah, you're not alone here. We've got a lot of us still waiting. They're slowly pumping these out, but good to see that it's actual quality stuff that they're releasing. So I can wait just a little bit longer, not too much longer, but just a little bit longer.
Yeah, this looks really good. It says Dark Knight, Joker.
Quick question, Cuervo. So you said you have the DX12 Batman, right?
Yes.
Is it accessible? Can you stand them beside each other?
I do have it accessible. It's just
I'm curious how this
yeah.
scales to the DX12 because I still have the DX12 myself.
Good call,
Yeah,
Dan.
I brought it out just for that exact reason.
My man. I'm excited to see how this thing fits on the base when you get to that.
Oh yeah.
Well, because I told you guys before, I had upgraded my DX12 head sculpt with the Armory head sculpt, which I think is a much better head sculpt for that figure. But and then the custom cape. So I'm super happy with it. I've never wanted to get the DX19 as a result. But my biggest consideration was if the Joker looked way bigger than Batman now, and then obviously that new Bane, if I end up trading up for my 1.0, that's going to be way bigger. So I'm curious to see how these scale.
Yeah.
Hey,
And we know InArt's
Marco,
going to do a Bale.
I'm going to turn on my other camera.
Yeah, of course.
Would you mind switching to that?
No, I would not mind at all.
Thank you. Let me do this. Let's see if I can get this. Now I'm gonna hold on. I'm putting him at the base for a minute, but that's them right next to each other on level.
I think they look pretty good together. What do you guys
I think they look great.
Yeah.
And this is the stock cape you said?
Yeah,
Corey?
it's the stock crappy cape. Because I think I considered getting the DX19, but when I saw it, I was like, I'm just gonna wait for InArt to hopefully do this one day. But at this point, I might actually upgrade this cape so I can at least have the cape looking a little nice next to this Joker. But I think they scale pretty well. I mean, I don't remember who's supposed to be taller and all that stuff, but
Christian Bale is definitely taller, but Heath is still he was a pretty big guy. For sure.
And this maybe it'll be on a base or something.
The one thing that I noticed with my DX12, I did the neck mod where you actually take the neck piece out and separate it. There's a seam line and you can pull them apart.
Yeah.
And you can drop the ball inside it, and it helps the head sit down just a little bit lower, a little bit more naturally. I'd be worried that would make mine look a little bit shorter though as a result now, but still not bad, not as bad as I was worried about. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, how's that?
Yeah, I like them together, honestly. I think they pair nicely together. Like I was saying, we know InArt's going to do a Christian Bale Batman, so really curious to see how those two may complement.
Wait, we do? Is that a thing?
Yeah, I mean, it was at least part of their phase 1 list.
Yeah.
We know that they're kind of going outside of that and maybe revising it, but I would assume that it's still coming given the popularity of this one and how many Jokers were ordered. Is that something that you would consider adding, Cuervo?
Yeah. That's why I skipped the DX19, because if they do that, I'm getting it. But I will never get rid of this guy because he's my very first hot toy.
It was my first too.
Yeah, we're twinsies like that. But, so this is always going to just remain in the collection no matter what.
Yeah.
Not getting rid of it. Usually what I'll do is if I do upgrade something and I don't necessarily want it, I'll just give it to my brother or something. But
there you go.
This is just always going to be mine.
And we're getting some love for your shirt by Joker J. The shirt's the real star here. Yeah, Cuervo in the shirt, really crushing it. That's a beautiful shirt.
Thank you. So I am gonna turn off my camera for just 1 second, Marco.
Yeah,
because we're gonna go over to putting him on the base. But I just need to plug in my phone real quick. So just give me 1 second.
Sounds good. So Cuervo's doing all that. So
I was
Ben,
wrong. So Ryan Smith says Bale's 6 feet and Ledger was 6'1". I thought Bale was still a little taller, but that's interesting.
So it aligns pretty well.
So it actually does align pretty well, yeah.
Yeah, so in that case, it's pretty accurate then.
Yeah, definitely. What were you gonna say, Marco?
No, I just wanted to get your read again. I don't know that we got through that question, but in terms of how you're feeling after seeing Cuervo unbox this, if your FOMO is being fed significantly or where you're at now.
Honestly, like it hasn't helped or hindered it. To be honest, I think like I've seen enough people opening them now that I'm like, okay, mine's just gonna come when it comes, and I'm gonna enjoy it for what it is.
Just got to be patient.
And I think the fact that we've got a chance to see so many unboxings now, I may end up having more of a personal experience with mine once it comes. Like I may just unbox it for myself and not even necessarily for the channel, because I've gone down that rabbit hole with YouTube lately, right? It's like every time I get a figure, I keep it in box until I have a chance to film it, and that was never the way I unboxed figures in the past. It was always like a smoke a joint and open a figure by myself and watch the movie that I'm unboxing and have it more personal. So that's probably
There
what
you
I'll
go.
do with this.
Yeah, get back to
Marco,
that.
I'm
And
making
really
a
quickly-
sacrifice here for you.
I appreciate that, Cuervo. You are, because unboxing is definitely like a personal experience. I know I've got my routine, so appreciate you, doing
of
this
course,
and sharing it with the world. Riley saying, I just caught Marco crying on his chair. I'm dead. Soon, Marco, soon. Yes, I have been crying for a while now.
It's that single tear that got me. Yeah.
throwing a little tantrum over here, but
So I am going to put him on the base. See how? So you said this has to be forward.
so let's go back to Riley's instructions here. So
Yeah,
Riley
so
said,
this.
pose it center, facing the Dark Knight logo, and have the heels hit the central magnets, not the toes.
Got it. Okay. So here we go.
Here we
Oh wow.
Oh, that was like extra strong.
So now it caught it, but I want to move it more towards the middle. But yeah, it's pretty strong. And obviously it's not posed, so excuse that. I know we didn't go over articulation, but to be honest with you, I want to kind of wait a little bit on that.
No, we don't want you to break anything on camera. I get that's one that you want to be.
If it was a
extra
normal
careful
hot toy, like a stormtrooper, I'd be like whatever. But this looks pretty good.
Yeah. So can you turn it upside down? And no, I'm joking.
How-
You saw the video with Dante flipping his upside down and it fell off.
No
But-
way. What I
So
am going to
you're-
do is, I'll try this.
Thanks,
All
buddy.
right, let's see.
So here, let's see if this works.
Yeah, I think the only reason I may do, like, maybe not a live unboxing, but a reaction, just to get Gigi's take on it, because she's going to have some, like, haterific things that she's going to want to say about this very expensive figure. So really interested to get her take.
I would definitely tune in for.
Oh yeah, I would do that just for Gigi.
So maybe we won't do an unboxing, but we'll do, like, a reaction or something.
We had joked that we were going to do a pose off with our Val Kilmers, but I have still not been able to get that into pretty much any pose other than standing up and down. So that's the way
I
she
haven't
goes.
even tried. I bent, like, one arm. That's it. Oh, look at Cuervo with the
Ooh,
spinning
fancy.
spinning meat over here.
Yeah. So it's on the slow setting, so it'll go pretty slow. I'm just gonna keep my eye on it in case it.
Yeah,
topples
there
over.
you go.
But
It's like watching a toddler, huh? You're just like,
I know,
okay.
dude. I'm used to it, so I can always just have a look at something out of the corner of my eye. But it looks really good.
Dang, man.
Look at that.
Let me fully solo you here so we get the full on effect. Let's go solo.
I love the
cam.
magnet base. I hate waist grabbers and crotch grabbers. I've always thought that detracted from the realness of a figure. I think this looks so much better.
Completely
Yeah,
agree.
it looks
so
really
Cuervo,
good.
he's still catching that far up on the base, like the.
Yeah, I
like
think I
it's
have to
completely-
push him back some, but let me see. Let me pause this thing.
So really quickly, we got S Beam in the house. S Beam, what's going on? Thank you for joining. Payden23 saying the figure looks dope. Yeah, it truly does.
So it seems to be okay. Just thoughts with it a little
Riley is saying, I think the right heel isn't fully on for you, Cuervo. If you see a gap, then it isn't properly on the base. Looks
bit.
great.
See.
Do you live in an area, Cuervo, that gets earthquakes?
Yes, I do. So I use crotch grabbers.
Gotcha.
Because, yeah, I live in LA, so earthquake country. And now apparently tornado country.
Oh, nice.
Oh gosh, yeah, we're getting
Dude,
new
we got a
natural
tornado
disaster.
here in Montebello last week.
Calvin,
Yeah, so I think I have to futz with a little bit of the left heel because I don't know if... So right now this one, it's a little bouncy.
I see where he's saying there's a gap. Okay.
Yeah, there's a little bit of gap, whereas the one on the left or on the right, this one's pretty solid. This one
Okay.
feels a little bit... So I think I just have to futz with where exactly it is. Like, see, it's a little... Sorry, maybe...
No, I'm getting the picture of what you're saying though. There's just a gap. There's a little bit of play there where there's not on the other one.
Cuervo, does it look like
Yeah.
the base, like after you've done playing with it for the team here, like that base, can it be unscrewed from underneath? Like, can more magnets be added inside? I wonder.
Playing
I
with it for the
didn't
boys.
see any. Here, I'll take off the Joker.
Just curious. Just like, is there any screws or anything
Nope.
that you see? Nothing, eh?
Here.
Interesting.
I've seen someone break it open and like expose how big the magnet was, but yeah, that's good to know that it's not like easily accessible.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think you just have to play around with it. It seems pretty strong, but for some reason the one on the left, it just is a little bit like has a little bit more bounce than the one on the right. Like this one is locked in.
Yeah, that does.
So
Can you,
I just
can
I
you
think
open
a
his
matter
legs a
of-
little bit more and see
Yeah.
like if it goes to the
maybe. Oh, but it's pretty strong because look,
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
take the base
wow.
with it. Yeah.
okay.
it wants to do it.
No, but I don't use crotch grabbers at all, and I know we could potentially get an earthquake over here, and we do every now and then, but nothing too severe. But yeah, I'm scared for that day where if something goes wrong, it's gonna go very wrong in my collection. Things
But I-
fall every now and then.
Oh yeah.
I will say, it stands on its own pretty well. It's tilted a little bit far back, but without futzing too much with it, it does do that. So obviously I'm just gonna do this, but it stands up pretty well on its own.
Beautiful, man, beautiful.
Going back to the base, I think you just also have to probably futz with the positioning of how far apart the feet are, making sure they're probably like dead on, looking forward. I don't know. I just have to play around with it, I guess, and just try and find. Cause see, like right now, it's just how it happened to catch. It's like tilting back.
It wants to tilt,
Okay, it's
yeah.
wanting
Look
to
at
go
that.
back. I
Look.
see. Yeah, that's. I do suspect
So-
that that's maybe what was happening with folks is it just wasn't fully on.
I could see that just like doing that. See how easy
Yeah.
it's just like
Once
boom.
it gets going.
Yeah.
Yeah, once it gets going, there's no stopping it. So I think it's just a matter of you futzing with it. I'm a little concerned about the one on the. Oh, but see now the right one. Oh, there it is.
You're also not straight on with the Dark Knight label, so I wonder if it is just that maybe they're been positioned off center for you.
Yeah,
could be.
it's just like
Whereas, like,
here
whereas
when I
Riley
did it a
was
little
saying-
bit off center. This
Yeah.
feels better.
Yeah, whereas
Like,
Riley was saying it was like straight on for him. I wonder if it's just kind of where they glued the magnets inside.
It could be offset. Yeah, that's a good point, Ben. And so S Beam is also asking, may I ask who you received it from? Okay, I'm going to get it right this from. You got it from TNS.
Yes.
Yeah, so TNS. I've seen another friend of ours, Jose Hernandez, got his from 1/6 Outfitters, and he got the sculpted single as well. So, yeah, they're rolling out here.
Yeah, I think this one the magnets might be offset a little bit off center, because this right now it feels really good on both feet, and it's off center. You see that?
Yeah.
So that kind of it's not great, but it is what it is. I'll try not to let that bother me too much because I'd obviously rather have him standing up properly. Because see this, it might be hard for it to come on, to show on screen, but they're pretty firm on there as opposed to earlier where there was a little bit of looseness on the left.
I mean,
one.
yours still looked like it had a relatively firm grip straight on. If you used a little bit of blue tack just under the 1 foot, just to have just a little extra support, you probably wouldn't even see it.
Maybe
Keep
yeah.
the figure safe. I love blue tack for mine. I don't use any figure bases at all. All my guys have just a little blue tack underneath. And I've got like people like Bo-Katan literally standing on one tippy toe on 1 foot and just like
Oh, wow.
firm
With
flat
the
on
blue
other.
tack. Wow, okay. You're going to have to do a tutorial for that, Ben.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
Should
show me how to
actually.
do that.
I should,
dude.
yeah, it's cool.
We got Boba Fettuccine in the house. What's going on, Boba Fettuccine? Thank you for joining us. So Cuervo, we do want to be respectful of your time since I know you have limited alone time. So maybe we can wrap up in terms of we'll
Sure.
ask some final questions and then you can
Yeah,
let us
yeah.
know what your overall score is. So maybe we'll start with that. Out of 10 pancakes, how many pancakes would you give this InArt Joker?
I think I would do. I don't know, like 9.5. Like it's
Wow, okay.
or like 9.75. I think if that little off center thing it was resolved.
Mhm.
It's perfect. Like here, let me take this off. But there's like I don't know how well that can come you can see on screen, but and you'll get it. Like the seams in the jacket, like you look, it's scuffed up, it's muddied up. The top of the lapel, I don't know how well you can see it, but up here it's like it looks a little dirty.
Yeah, we could see that weathering for sure.
Right? It's like
Gorgeous.
just beautiful. Like the coat's not just clean, right? It's weathered, it's used. This is just flat, so that's that. Oh, you know what? We didn't look at the chain. I think this
It's
is
die cast as well.
hard for me to. I think it is. Yeah. It's lighter though, so I don't know. Maybe when you guys get it, you tell me. But
Okay.
I don't.
Riley was also
let
saying,
me bite it.
Cuervo, that like if you try and pose it kind of on the ground, like not on the ground, but like on your desk first, like have a really good like firm like kind of resting standing position, and then put it to the stand. That might help your cause a little bit as well.
Yeah, I was trying to do that earlier, before, like when I was showing you guys that it stands on its
Yeah, like
own.
really
But
find the balance points first.
Yeah,
though,
I just have to have time to actually do that. But yeah,
There you
see,
go.
you can kind of see the bottom of the coat has a little bit of weathering. So, 9.5, 9.7, I'm really happy with it.
Okay, love to hear that. And so
Dude, and
Dan is in
the-
the house from Six
the
Scale Review
portrait.
saying chain is metal as well. So thank you for
Okay.
confirming. But sorry, Cuervo, go ahead.
Just a portrait, I mean, just look at that.
Absolutely stunning.
It's beautiful.
So is there any paint issues at all with the smile? That's the only other thing that I've seen where there's like potentially some additional white that shouldn't be there in the smile.
No, I don't see any.
No, this looks
I'm
great.
sorry, I'm going to do this sideways because of my laptop, but
Looks pristine.
it looks pretty good to me.
Did you hear that the issue that Shane from 1/6 Figure Focus had, Marco?
No, I haven't actually seen his full on review yet. I need to
Yeah.
go watch. What did he have?
So he got the rooted 2-pack, and his heads had popped off like the little like glass stands inside his like glass cases. So his nose on his one had a little bit of like a nick on it.
no.
But then afterwards he realized that he got 2 of the same head sculpt in his box.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
So he's sending his back, I'm assuming.
I don't know if he's gonna send it back or what. He got his through Line Rock Toys. He said, and like
Yeah.
obviously it's not their issue. They said that they would contact InArt for him and kind of help him try and resolve it. But yeah, he literally got 2 of the same head sculpts. So if you guys
gosh.
out there listening, if you get that rooted 2-pack, make sure you've got both sculpts, not 2 of the same.
That's a new one. I hadn't heard that, so thank you for highlighting that, Ben. And I'll have to go back and check out 1/6 Figure Focus's full review. Go ahead, Cuervo.
Oh, I was gonna say, you definitely want to futz with the feet a little bit because, when the feet come in, they were actually tipped up a little bit when I took it out of the box. So obviously I have to bring them down and then angle them inward a little bit. So they're, like Riley was saying, to futz with it so it really feels like it's sitting on. I think it's just gonna take a little bit of play, but this is starting to feel a little better on center, and it's just a matter of playing with the feet. So, and obviously the pose, because I haven't had time to do this, but making sure it's not too far back or too far forward. It's just gonna have to find that good balance. It's a little annoying that you have to kind of worry about all that, but I guess it's part and parcel to the magnets. But I may still use a crotch grabber.
Don't you dare
Just
use
because
a
we're-
crotch grabber on this figure, Cuervo.
Bro, I'm in earthquake country. And
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
just like you, right? So, I have like a display area, like this area behind me, where I'll display comics and figures temporarily, like when they're in really dynamic poses. And there I don't use crotch grabbers. So maybe when it's outside, I won't. If it's back in the billy, maybe I will. I'm going to think about it. But maybe I'll just put some padding around it in case
Do you
it falls.
think that would be an upgrade for this figure for them to have display or like given a display base that has a crotch grabber
Yeah,
that can click in, and if you
that's a
don't
really
want it,
good
you can just
idea.
replace the panel on top or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw reviews for that
would've been
or
cool.
just some unboxing for the Dark Knight quarter scale. The way they did their base is they have a little thing that pops off where
A
you
little
can
notch
pop in
on it,
the translucent pole.
Yeah.
So that'd be kind of cool if something was a little bit removable, like the square, right?
Yeah, just
And
take a
then
panel
take
off
that
and be
off.
able to click it in.
Just to put and
yeah.
use a transparent holder, right? Just to give that option. I don't know. I think for someone like me who's in the heart of earthquake country, it might be nice. And the way you
Joker.
position the legs, the knees, all that, it all just
Yeah.
will help with that.
You could get more dynamic poses with a crotch grabber as well. And Joker J is saying earthquakes equals leave. Yeah, but then you don't get sunny 70 degrees year round. So that's
Yeah.
that's
Come
the
out to the
trade-off.
Canadian Rockies, the mountains out
Yeah,
here are
that's right.
beautiful. The only thing that knocks my figures over is Shauna vacuuming.
Oh gosh, yeah. That's your natural disaster right there.
I'm like, oh,
Riley's
shit.
saying the only issue I had was the magnets being only on 2 spots. You can't do different poses other than museum style if you want to use the base. Hopefully they add more for the Batman figure. Yeah, so I think exactly what you guys were talking about, maybe
Yeah.
giving that option so you could do something more dynamic.
It should be just like, I don't know why it's not the whole thing. Just, I don't know if maybe that'd be too heavy I don't know how that works, but maybe if it was at least, 3/4 of the circle of the, I think it would be better as opposed to just like, here's 2 fixed spots. I wasn't
go.
aware of that until just now.
Yeah, no, I think
Or
that hopefully,
like a magnet plate or something, like you're saying.
Yeah, like a plate.
Yeah.
hopefully they can evolve their design here for future releases. Boba Fettuccine saying this looks damn good. As much as I love Hot Toys, this Joker makes the Hot Toys look 2-dimensional. So excited to see Ben's kind of side-by-side comparison of his Hot Toys Joker and of the ones that are coming.
Having it in hand, I think, is going to be like that next level experience, right? Because like you can see it in somebody else's hand and like, okay, it does look pretty good, but I still am happy with my DX11. I know as soon as I put them together, it's going to be like, okay.
Right.
So you're definitely gonna have to futz with it because when you just kind of place it, it wants to lean and see. Like if I just put it down like that and I left it,
it's wobbling a
like,
little
look
bit.
at that.
I
Yeah,
like the
that's-
sculpted hair way more than I thought I would, though. Like that looks fire.
Yeah.
Dude. That looks
It
really
really
good.
does. It really does. Honestly,
Yeah.
it seems like it's going to display well with your other Hot Toys figures too.
1000%.
So Riley's asking, are the magnets a lot more expensive? Maybe that's why they did 2 spots. I mean, I wish I had Zach here to talk about materials, but yeah, I wouldn't assume magnets are that much more expensive.
Even diecast is not that much more expensive, and then they just charge an arm and a leg for it.
Of course, marketing buzz here. But yeah, this looks so damn good. And so you said there's not really that seam on the back
Yeah,
of
you
the
don't
head
see
where it
too
would
much
pop
of
out.
that.
We won't make you pop it off because you can do that in private. So
Yeah, I like to pop off in private.
yeah, of course.
It's I'll definitely
Calvin
play
just-
around with that part of it, but you don't really see it.
Oh, Calvin, we're getting a little chipmunky sound from
cute.
you.
It
I
was
know,
cute.
damn it.
Yeah,
It sounded cute, but
it was cute. It was cute. Either that or some sort of like Matrix AI taking over.
there you go. That as well.
It's my inner FOMO trying to make its way out of my body. It's like,
That's right.
He's like, "Fuck you, Cuervo."
Oh, boy.
How's that?
So-
That's better.
oh yeah, much better.
Yeah.
Much better.
So yeah, I mean, let me see here. Overall, I think the magnet thing is the kind of weakest part of it, but no pun intended there on the weak magnet. But I think it looks beautiful. Just like I said, you just kind of have to futz with it.
Well, excited to see what poses you come up with on your Instagram.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely plug that right now. But before we get there, maybe Calvin, did you have a question for Cuervo?
Oh, I asked my question. He already knows.
Okay, all right.
What? Oh,
He just came into. Man,
when I
that's
go back
awesome.
home, Calvin, you can take me somewhere.
I got you.
I've been meaning to do it. I'm not opposed to it. I just need time.
The meat platter and manicure stream.
Oh yeah,
coming
we'll
very
stream
soon.
live it.
Do it like John from Collecting
Hey,
Weekly
I'm
with
with-
the black
I'm with
gloves,
it.
you know?
There you
That's all you need. Save yourself
I
some
know. I
money.
should have done the gloves, huh? Shoot. I do have
yeah.
gloves. I have a.
There are collectors out there that are screaming on the inside right now.
I
You
know.
touch
My
this
bad.
with
My
bare
bad,
hands.
guys. I haven't done an unboxing in a really long time, so
I'm just kidding. I've never worn gloves for an unboxing ever.
I have.
So way she goes. Have you? Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that
Yeah.
after the ditch or before?
No, that's after the ditch.
Oh,
That's
there
because
you
of the ditch.
Oh, that's good. Fair.
So Ben,
From
did you
burying
have
guys
any,
who make snarky comments.
Ben, did you have any additional questions for Cuervo before we wrap this bad boy up? He's saying 9.5 to 9.7, so the bar is set very, very high here.
Yeah, no, I don't think any questions. Just happy for you, buddy. Thanks for letting
Thanks,
me
bud.
sharing the experience with you. That was really
Yeah.
cool. As I said, it's allowed me to probably just unbox myself, and then I'll take some video afterwards. So, yeah, it looks really cool.
Yeah, all the hands,
Really
all the
stoked about it.
accessories.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
for
Yeah,
sure.
Cuervo, really appreciate you sharing this this moment with us, because I know you've been excited to unbox it. It's kind of a lot of pent up demand here, so
Seeing it with the
appreciate it.
DX12 was also a big thing for me. I really needed to see that. So that
Yeah,
helped
it
a
was.
lot.
I think it looks good.
Yeah, that
If
definitely
it's-
helped.
So this is
Yeah.
going to be your display, I'm assuming, right? You're going to have
Yeah,
these
I'm gonna
guys
do
side
some.
by side.
That's why I'm gonna
That's cool.
upgrade the cape.
You gotta
So
try-
I might talk to you guys. Where
You got to
guys
try
get your
that
cape
neck
from.
mod. You got to try that neck mod for the DX12. It was a game changer, dude.
You know, I don't know if I already have it done. I don't know. I'll talk to you later.
Chat with
But
me,
I may have
yeah.
already done it. I don't know.
You'd be able to push the whole neck into the body a little bit more if you had. But
Okay. But
otherwise, it helped a lot.
So really
Might
quickly,
get
let's
somebody.
there you go. Well, looking forward to seeing if what you do with that Batman to make him maybe better align with a very modern figure here that you've got. But let's see really quickly before we get to your Instagram, we've got Nick's Collectibles in the house. I'm so jealous. I want my Joker. I know, Nick. We're so soon. I know it. So soon. By the way, check out Nick's channel tonight if you weren't planning to already, doing the Royal Rumble. I cannot confirm or deny whether I will be popping up, but I'm looking forward to seeing some surprise fighters in the ring tonight. So
I know. I feel like I need to go to the gym after I saw the character he built for me. I'm like, my waist has never been that skinny, but I'll take the arms. I'll take the arms.
it looked just like you, though. Like, honestly, I think Nick crushed that likeness. It looked damn good. So.
So funny.
I hope you got my meat platter right.
Oh my God, jump in the front. You love to see it.
I love how you've embraced it, Calvin. I love
That's
that you just
right.
embraced it.
It is what it is at this point.
That's right. Calvin's a damn good sport, honestly.
Yeah,
but
that's
so Cuervo, let's really quickly plug your Instagram. I did drop a link here
thanks,
in the private chat, so I think everyone could follow it there. But it is archi.medes. So Archimedes. You want to tell us exactly the full readout?
Archimedes 03. So it's a play on a couple things. I really loved The Sword and the Stone as a kid, and I was a fan of Merlin's owl, which is Archimedes. That's the name of Merlin's owl. And being an architect, I was like, Archie. It's just a play on words
Nice.
there.
Love it.
Yeah, I just post a lot of figure stuff, comics. I started getting some statues. So I just started posting some stuff about that.
That Batman Return statue, you got me very
Bro.
jealous on that. That's beautiful.
Like, if I could keep only one thing in my collection, it'd be that.
Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
I'm sorry, Mark. I feel like at some point you're gonna have to have that one.
I know
Because
it. You know, I was talking about recently that all Calvin statues in that Bane that he has. That is it maquette? Is that how you pronounce it, Calvin?
Yeah, there he
Show
is.
it off right here. So beautiful, and like that's one that I couldn't get in 1/6 like this. So I've had it in the
Yeah.
card. I've been tempted, but haven't pulled the trigger
I
yet.
thought you bought it when we were at Disneyland.
I thought about it. I came close, but we were already blowing so much money. I was like, maybe I'll just come home and recalibrate my finances. So instead of buying it, I started paying off this Joker, the rooted 2-pack.
Yeah.
So can't have everything, but maybe if it
Can't.
stays in stock for a bit longer.
Yeah, it'll be there. I think it'll be around.
I hope so. It's low stock now, but we shall see. So Riley saying, great show. Congrats again,
Thanks, bud.
Cuervo. Peace out, guys. Riley, thank you for joining.
Thank you. Ryan.
Thank you, everyone, for joining. Cuervo. So what else can we find on your Instagram? So you're going to post statues, comics, and then some shots of this Joker, yeah?
And it's just about eventually, yes, I will. Once I kind of play around with the posing and stuff, I'll take some photos, and hopefully the next week or so I'll put some stuff up there. But I'm really excited to play around with it, see what it can do.
I'm excited to see you play around with it for sure.
Oh.
So
That's more private, Marco.
absolutely. No, just in the DMs only. So Ben, thank you for joining. Tell us what you have coming up on your channel.
I've got something coming up in 1 hour. Let's Get Nuts live stream on the Ben Thomas Show. Join. I'm going to have potentially Marco if he's available. We've got
be there.
Hoth's Hometown Hero. It's the first time I've had him on the channel. We're going to interview him a little bit. We've got lots to talk about. It's a really full show sheet this week, so I'm excited about that. Dean from Collecting Weekly may also make an appearance if he is up, if he didn't play Elden Ring all night. And then Pete from Only Fools and Collecting, which is another kind of offshoot of the British side of Collecting Weekly. He is going to be there as well. So it's going to be a full panel, full show sheet. It's going to be a good time. It literally starts in 1 hour from now, just enough time to have some coffee and get ready for it. And then it'll probably go for about an hour and a half because then we need to be ready for the Royal Rumble for Nick's Collectibles after the fact. So join us over there, guys. If you're free, tune in. Let's Get Nuts on the Ben Thomas Show in 1 hour.
Heck yeah, cannot wait there.
One last
that one.
thing, sorry.
Go ahead,
I don't know
Cuervo.
if I really talked about this, but you know, the hunching, like that right there, is
Yeah.
perfect. I think you can
100%.
kind of see it on screen, but it looks damn good. Like just the hunch of the neck going down.
Just really sells the realism.
does.
And I know
It just-
Riley was saying, as you mess with the eyes, if you kind of tilt them up, it really adds to that likeness.
Oh,
so
that's a
I
good
think
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
I
with
did
him
see that
hunched
in
and
his. Yeah. So just keep that in mind when you're, playing around with it. And I think it just looks great.
yeah,
It'll
dang man,
read even better.
adding to my FOMO so much. But
Sorry, bud.
no, appreciate you being on here. So Calvin, tell us what you got coming up here soon.
This week, say what Wednesday, best of best Thursday, LWO Friday, and then start getting ready for my London trip, Star Wars Celebration. I think I leave next Wednesday on the 5th.
That's gonna be awesome.
Nice, man. Yeah. Are you going to be doing any content on your Instagram at all for Celebration?
I mean, I'll take pictures and stuff. And, I'm not a YouTuber, so when you say content, I don't necessarily have
Yeah.
content. I
He's
come
not
up
a
with
YouTuber,
ideas.
but he's only on 3 days this week. You're on more
Yeah,
streams
you
than I
stream
am.
more than me. Yeah.
What's funny is I'd be like, dang, I guess I must do something right because I'm always getting invited somewhere. So I was like, I must be doing something right. But
Nah, bro, you're always a
I mean,
pleasure.
I always, especially when I'm traveling, that's usually when I post on my Instagram is when I post. Because you got to see, I don't have my collection or anything on there, so I usually keep that.
You should start
close
taking
to
some
the
photos,
vest.
bud.
I need to do something, but I need to revamp and kind of refreshing some of these things and repost some things around here. But I'll do that when I get back.
Even if
You know what?
just
If you do
posted some-
that, like whenever you take the statue off and
Yeah.
maybe you're futzing with it on your desk, or you're switching parts, maybe you just take some shots and start
or some
with
shorts. Shorts will get you some following. I'll tell you.
Well, you guys have helped me plenty. I mean, I get all kind of people hitting me on Instagram just from checking in
awesome.
with you guys. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
you know what I'm saying. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Well, looking forward
Well, that's
to
it.
hearing updates on your trip and seeing you on Say What, Best of the Best, LWO this Friday.
Man, if you guys don't just disappear on me, I was ready to go Friday. And then
I was ready. Me too. I had my
Oh,
snack. I had Grand Theft Auto San Andreas in the background. I was playing. I was gonna put on some LW.
Yeah.
It wasn't on. I
I'm,
was
I'm driving back from Phoenix, falling asleep. I'm like, okay, we about to start streaming. They're gonna keep me up, and then it was just everybody's like, oh, gotta go. Oh, well, I'm not going. I'm like, oh shit. Me and P Rock
It
like,
was-
well, where's everybody at?
It was one of those things where
Marco was
I
like, y'all ain't coming on. Peace.
I was looking for an excuse, honestly. Like once I saw everyone was dropping out, and I kind of misunderstood what P Rock said. I was like, I already had friends that I had said no to. It was like the first sunny Friday in a long time. I saw everyone say no. Once Profi said let's reschedule, I was like, all right, guys, I'm out. I'm gonna go drink. So it was. I'm glad I enjoyed my evening, but looking forward to LWO this Friday. Hopefully, I think on my channel. So check us out there. Check me out on Collecting Weekly along with Ben Thomas on Tuesdays. So should be another fun show. I will be on Ben Thomas's show, like he just mentioned, in about an hour. So go check us out over there.
Let's get nuts.
That's right. And then more episodes of the She Said No podcast. I know Gigi's got a few things she wants to talk to me about, maybe a serious conversation. And then I think once we hit 1,000, we've got a good idea for maybe a little trial for me. So we shall see how that comes together. But on that, thank you
gonna
guys.
wear that like wig?
Oh,
Maybe actually, maybe I should wear the
gavel I
wig.
could send you as well.
Oh
actually.
man! All
Like a
right, we might
straight-up
need to have you
gavel.
as the judge, honestly. So
Yeah, literally.
Cuervo might be my attorney, and
From
Calvin
my,
will be the jury.
it's from my
so-
student council president days. They gave me a
Oh
gavel
my
at the end of it. It's like,
All right, man, go find that. We're gonna
There
need
you
that
go.
for the stream. So that's what we're gonna be doing for 1,000. But with that, thank you everyone in the chat for joining. Again,
Thanks,
if you wouldn't
everyone.
mind leaving a like on this, go follow all of our friends, and we will catch you on the next one. Peace out.
I'm your wife. Like, this is real life. Like, what are you doing?